from historic Fenway Park here in Boston, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Bulls squaring off just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Tanner Houck.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Next offering is fouled back. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One down. Now the number 2 hitter, Ryan Roberts. That misses the zone. 1-0. Houck goes 6 feet 5 inches, 225 pounds. A former first-round pick back in 2017. Ripped to first, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. Back now at Fenway, and today's starter, Shota Imanaga. What's the word on him?
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And a swing and a miss.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Caught him looking for the K. Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox. First offering, and it just misses. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Ball, that's down.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2-2.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Rafael Devers up to hit. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
2 outs, base is empty. Fought off foul.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the first. And we're back here at Fenway Park, top of the second. And the batter now, Shohei Ohtani. Houck back to work. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Smash that one through the infield for the knock.
And Liam Hendricks will take over on the mound. Hard-throwing Australian.
Number 31.
Willie Mays digging in now. Shohei on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Pete Alonso. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Ohtani, the runner at second with one away. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits off the monster. Run scores easily, and it's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now a chance for Jose Bautista. Bregman for one, and that's two. Back here in Boston, bottom of the second. Now batting Tristan Casas. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. Swings through that one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And now it's Alex Bregman. Joe Kelly will take over here.
Now pitching, Joe Kelly.
101 on the gun, swing and a miss. Strike two.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Batting sixth, the right fielder,
Ref Snyder up next for the Red Sox.
Ref Snyder.
Just missed. That's in there.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. We're back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound. Aroldis Chapman.
Now
and we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Cut on and lifted in the air. Ref Snyder hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate.
Number 13, Salvador Perez.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And that one fouled off. Outside low. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That gets by him. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Chourio now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a ground ball. Whips it to Casas, and he's out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
Now, Brian Roberts. He's 0 for 1. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch.
Justin Wilson gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Montgomery in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Perez at third. Roberts at first. 2 out of the inning. Base hit and a run in to score. Now the throw comes in. Runner holds at third.
Comes through with the RBI. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It kind of goes without saying, but straight on these 2 runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
Fouled off left side. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Back inside Fenway Park. Bottom of the inning. Now here is Wilyer Abreu. Yuki Matsui on to pitch out of the pen here.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out. Oh, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
1-1.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1-2 is the count.
That misses the zone. It's 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Story now. Yeah, there's the strike.
0-1.
On the ground, right side. And that's just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Struck him out looking. So it's their last chance in this one. So stepping in for Boston, Masataka Yoshida. Outside low, ball 1. And another ball.
If you're the pitcher, you've got to go right at this guy. It's the number 9 hitter in the lineup. You can't be afraid of contact in this situation.
And misses inside.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Full count.
The Red Sox down to their final strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
In a 3-inning game, a 2-0 win can sort of feel like a mini blowout. Nice job to jump ahead, and a great job by the pitching staff.
Live from the north side of Chicago, Wrigley Field. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's the Bulls and the Chicago Cubs. All right, just about set to go. Our starting pitcher in this one, Matthew Boyd. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, there are going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings.
Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Brian Roberts. Runner on the go. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away. Now it's the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Time call. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Ellie De La Cruz.
Oh, great spot. He's looking to come through with that go-ahead run on base.
And that's downstairs and outside. And that one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Brings it in. And there are 2 outs. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Shohei Ohtani.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. And a run comes in to score. So runner at second, 2 down. Willie Mays digs in now. Yeah, that's fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
Inside, just missed.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. And they add a couple more. It's 3-0. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Nate Pearson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Pete Alonso in the box now. No balls and a strike. Alonso, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. That misses.
That's a ball.
And that is ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
1-2.
That one
2-2.
way outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a little bit low.
Count's full.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting 7, the right fielder, number 19.
So up next, Jose Bautista. And first offering is fouled off. That clips a corner. Alonso leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Turned on, but foul wide of third.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And the 0-2. Ground ball left
Foul
side,
ball.
and it goes just foul. 2 outs. Outside with a
1-2.
breaking ball. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Grounds 1 to short. Swanson fires over to first. And Guerrero is set down. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But they strike for 3. Staying in the game on defense, Ellie De La Cruz taking over as the new shortstop now following his pinch hit appearance. Back here at Wrigley Field and towing the slab here, number 35.
4-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
And the slider just misses.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Fouls it off, still 1-2.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
The center fielder.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Ball 1 there.
That's down. Ball.
That one out to right. Nabs it. 2 down. Here's Kyle
Batting
Tucker.
third, the right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Oh, 2 now as he swings through it.
Ahead 0-2 in the
0-2.
count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
Nope. Ball.
Just misses with that one. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3.
Pitching for the
Welcome
Cubs.
back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to
Number
start the
71.
second. Keegan Thompson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Salvador Perez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Bush steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the second. So the lineup flips over. Here's the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. A single and a run scored and a walk. First pitch misses. 1 out, bases empty. Swing and a foul out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That's to third. Turner collects it. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. Digging in, Brian Roberts. 0 for 1 so far. Foul ball there. 2 outs, bases empty.
One ball, 1 strike.
And there's a ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Line drive, and it stays fair.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
De La Cruz stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Roberts, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. Back here at the friendly confines. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Raisel Iglesias into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Raisel Iglesias.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Just
Ball
missed.
high.
And strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right
1 and 2,
there. Just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The left field.
In half up to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. That's off the mark.
That's a
ball
ball.
1.
1 ball, no strikes.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swings through that.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
1 and 2's the count.
That's down and in. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the second.
We're
back to start the third, and there's a new arm on the mound.
55.
Ryan Presley. Here's Shohei Ohtani. 1 for 1 with a double and a run scored. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Well, these players doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Next to hit, Willie Mays. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
1-1.
Two down, nobody on. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Got it, swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side in the third. Here at Wrigley Field as we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Emmanuel Clase comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
0-1.
Clase ready to fire now. That one catches the zone, and that is strike 2.
0-2.
Well, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
Just off the outside edge, and the count is 1-2. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty.
Batting 8.
Here's Justin Turner.
Justin Turner.
And first offering is fouled off. Left field. Chorio makes the grab. 2 down. So they're down to their final out. And now the batter is Carson Kelly.
Kelly.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
0-1. Strike 2.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't
0-2.
offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now.
That's
I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Clase is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win.
Welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond. Just about to get started. And towing the slab, Aaron Savali. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
That's inside. Clips the corner, 1-2. And that's down and away. That one misses, and the count is filled up. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now it's Marcus Simeon. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position. And a big swing and a miss. No outs. Runner on second. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
That's a strikeout. Good-looking sweeper there. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the batter will be the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. And that one fouled off. The 0-1. And that is out of play. And that's off the inside edge. Now 1-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Fires over to Hoskins. Out number 3. And we're back. On the hill here today, Thomas White.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Christian Yelich leading things off and takes a strike. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play.
Outside, that's a ball.
Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The lefty fires. Misses outside, and that's ball 3. This to third. Guerrero fires across the diamond. One gone, bottom half of the first. Jackson Chourio getting ready to hit. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Chourio patrolling center field. Only 20 years old. And he was born in Venezuela. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. One out, base is empty. Right through there, got him. 2 away. And now it's William Contreras.
William Contreras.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. 2 outs, base is empty. There's a strike.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here in Milwaukee, new inning getting started. Willie Mays digging in now. Savali back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Nice grab. And that's a great play for the out. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. That's towards center. Squeezes it, and there's 2 down. And now the right fielder, Jose Bautista. Swinging a foul straight back. There's a swing and a drive. Long gone. He'll circle the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Now pitching for
Here comes a new arm for the Brewers, Trevor McGill. So 2 down. Now it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just off the inside edge. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Now he breaks his bat. Hoskins brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at American Family Field. And here is Hoskins.
Hoskins. Now pitching.
New pitcher now, Brusdar Graterol. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
0-1.
Way out front for strike 2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Graterol fires. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. And now Joseph Ortiz. And fouled off. Late swing, fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Foul ball still 0-2. And that one is in there, called strike 3. Now it's the right fielder, Garrett Mitchell. Got it started a little too early, strike 1.
0-1's the count. No, inside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 2nd. We're back to start the 3rd, and there's a new arm on the mound, Brian Hudson. Well,
now
1-run game, Brewers, Salvador Perez now at the plate.
Brian Hudson.
And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Good job to fight that one off. And now 1 and 2.
Strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. At the plate, Jackson Chorio walked and stole a base his first time.
Jackson Chorio.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
0-1.
Up the middle, and that chance handled in plenty of time to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Number 2.
Two down, bases empty. Here is Marcus Semien. Struck out looking his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one.
Now
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
So digging in, Colson Montgomery. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-1's the count.
There's the swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Off
That's
the
a
mark
ball.
there. Now 1 and 2. The shortstop takes the ball. In the dirt. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance.
Now
Works the
pitching
walk.
for the
The
Brewers.
pitcher on here, Abner
Number
Uribe.
45.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep them within striking distance.
Otani in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
1-0 count. Look for him to be aggressive here. You got some runners on base, an opportunity to catch a mistake and put some runs up on the board.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Chorio under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the Brewers DH, Blake Perkins.
Now pitching.
The left-hander on now, Yuki Matsui.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And that misses. And now it's even 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Batting 8, the second baseman.
This is Bryce Terang. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Fought off foul. That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. So last chance for the Brewers. Andrew Monasterio up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss, strike one.
All ones the count.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The Brewers down to their final strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Perez out to first. In time. Ball game. It's a no-hitter. What a way to finish it.
They say a solo shot won't beat you, but that definitely doesn't apply in a 3-inning game. That often can be all you need, and that was the case here in this one.
The final. From the home of the Tigers since 2000, Comerica Park here in the Motor City, the show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. So just about set now and getting to start. Matt Manning, what should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Hit in the air, left field, Veerling. Drops into the glove, and there's one down. Here is Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
Now Marcus,
Nope.
a career-high
Ball
45 homers in 2021
Ball one, no
with the
strike.
Blue Jays. He parlayed that into a 7-year free agent deal with the Rangers.
2-0.
Not close with that one. And the count now 2-0. And
Ball,
another
that's it.
ball. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with a fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it's ball
Nope,
4. He
that's
missed
ball 4.
down low.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Colson Montgomery.
Runner, yes, yes.
Simeon runs. Pitch
No.
misses.
Inside.
Throw to second, and he's out. Hit hard, but foul off to the left.
Well, he gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
And that
2-2,
one way
yeah.
outside. And it's 2-2. Outside.
We got full count.
2 out, space is empty. The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Righty delivers.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. That one ripped. And that gets down in the corner. Montgomery rounds second, heads for third. Go-ahead run holds up at third as the ball comes back in. Second and third after the double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was.
A new pitcher in the game, Will Vest.
Now pitching
And
for
we
the
all know
Tigers,
about his slider. It's just filthy,
number
man.
19.
And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Next to hit, Willie Mays. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Count.
And it's fouled off.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
That
One
one
ball,
misses.
2 strikes.
1-2 the count. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
That one down the
Nope,
line,
that's foul.
and it's just foul. That was close. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Back at Comerica Park. And on the hill here today, Andy Pettit.
It's always interesting to see how he
We got
utilizes all of his
Florida
pitches
Tigers,
and how many
the
of
center
those he
fielder,
has a good feel
Parker.
for on that given day. When he's right,
Meadows.
he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same
Ball
arm
that
slot,
side.
the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Swung on, belted. That's back there. Gone. The Tigers get on the board first. It's 1-0. So up next, Matt Vierling. And first offering is fouled off.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting third.
Here's Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
Heading. A tall lefty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a curve, a cutter, and he works in a changeup. The 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting fourth. The
2 outs,
baseman,
base is empty. Spencer Torkelson up now for the Tigers. And that's outside. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. On the ground, Simeon. Over to first, and they get Torkelson for the out. And the inning is over. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Welcome back, and we've got a new arm on the mound to start the second. Tyler Holton.
Now pitching for the Tigers.
1-run game, and now the first baseman,
87.
Pete Alonso.
Tyler Holton.
And ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Alonso gets his lead at first with nobody out. Next one is off the plate. Ball 2.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And down on strikes he goes. Now 1 away. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now.
Guerrero Jr.
Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
Right side. Green settles under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So they turn to their closer, Tommy Kahnle. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Line drive, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Chourio up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. And downstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That's off the inside corner. And it's 3-0. Now fly ball to right center. Green settles under it. Squeezes it. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Detroit, and now the right fielder, Riley Green. Headed back to work.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Next pitch is outside. A little bit low.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Gets the outside corner with that one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Here's the 3rd baseman, Andy Abad.
Now pitching.
Joe Kelly coming in.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99. 1 out, bases empty. That one at triple digits.
Absolutely frozen on that heater right down the middle, and that's a pitch you're just not getting back. Now he's in a tough spot, especially after falling behind on a good first pitch.
1 down, bases empty. And down on strikes. Now 2 away. And next up for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Tap foul at the plate. And that one missing low.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Swings and misses. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Stepping in, Marcus Semien.
Marcus Semien.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike 3. And now the shortstop, Colson Montgomery. Walked his first time. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Looking to get the tying run on base. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. And we are tied. It's 1-1. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Doubled his first time up. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Around second now, going for 3. Makes it safely to third, and the triple puts the go-ahead run aboard.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and that's how they take the lead. It's 3-1. New pitcher for the Tigers, Jason Foley.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Pete Alonso. There's the strike at the knees. Still only one out here in the inning. He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
The right fielder.
2 down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Jose Bautista. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gets it to first, and that is the third out of the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working, and this is now. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 0-1. And he takes a strike. Got him looking. And one gone. So digging in, Wenzel Perez. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. 0-1 gets a check swing. Appeal to third. And Joe McDonald says he went around. Swings and misses. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers. And now the center fielder, Parker Meadows. He's already homered here in this one.
Meadows.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 strike away. And that one misses up and in. 2-2.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes it takes just getting away from home. Players can sort of come together, connect a little.